I am Eon, and it's time to look again at some frontiers that are coming out. And we're actually going to look at several that are pre-marketing, and you can see that in my tabs up here. I'm going to record this one slightly different. I'm a little under the weather, and so it's not just my voice. That's if it sounds a little bit off than normal, that's probably why. But anyway, I just wanted to look at frontiers. We're only going to look at MyMiniFactory and frontiers real quick here as we go about this. And I just wanted to point out a few things. Like Epic Miniatures has put out a dice tower. I didn't know they were doing this, and apparently it just launched. And the buy-in is right now the early bird's still open, $39.90 if you're interested, and you can buy some more, and you can buy a lot of other stuff from them as well. I'll be honest, I don't know that I need more dice towers, but this is Epic Miniatures we're talking about here. So we have here the Celestial Observatory, the Clock Tower, the Demon Forge, it's really impressive, the Dragon Lair. This tower alone is probably worth the price of admission. Now, printing it, I have no idea how difficult that would be. Here we have a Dwarven Mine. We have a Fairy Glade, a Gnome Workshop, a Graveyard. So it's really cool that they all kind of Haunted Mansion. So they all kind of fit a theme of typical armies. Here's the East Dice Tower. So if you have a group, Jungle Temple, that you want to have a themed dice tower for, here's a Phantom Lighthouse. This would be good for any like nautical group, or like the Vampire Pirates that we're seeing out of Titan Forge at the moment. Maybe there's a Shipwreck that fits as well. Sky Citadel. So the angels that we're seeing come out of Dragon Trapper's Lodge currently. Here we see a Witch Hut. So this would be the swamp folks that Titan Forge just did recently, and some others have done some too. And you can get some add-ons here, but I wasn't even aware of this. I didn't even see a pre-sign up for it. And I said, you know what, let me mention this to anyone that may pay attention. I also saw this one, the Tiles of Creation Sci-Fi Volume 1.1, and I thought this was kind of neat to look at. I like the ship here at the top. A very unique looking ship. It looks kind of like a hodgepodge of a TIE fighter with X-Wing, with some sort of Corellian, some sort of fighter. And there's a lot going on with it. But being able to put together a ship in various means, they unfortunately don't have anybody backing them just yet. So they must have just launched good. And I haven't looked at their tiers. So the early bird has ended, apparently, $45. Yeah, a little on the pricey side for what it is. But might be worth checking out if you're interested in that. And of course, there's other companies out there that do this as well. Some friends and such were pointing out at Hate, which was a really big Cool Mini or Not Kickstarter, actually put out this huge campaign, and a lot of people really enjoy the game. This is not, I think, all of the miniatures. I think this is only a couple of factions worth. But to get some name brand minis for $50, 70 STLs, or just $35 if you only want the figures, it's not a bad price for miniatures that have been released, like officially, if you would, that come from a name brand and not just a creator on the internet. Not to put down any of our creators, of course. Some of the creators out there, I dare say, are better than some of the companies that do this for a living. And I know some of them come from companies that do this for a living, and they probably still do outsource some work to those as well. But this is Hate. Not exactly my personal style, but a lot of people really like these minis. And definitely worth checking out if you backed the original board game and wanted to get some more of those. Wasteland on Wheels we mentioned before, and I should probably check this out. I mean, $12, $15, even $15 is not a bad deal at all for over 100 STLs that you can put together to make a series of cars or tanks or various things. Like, print off a few of these tanks and use them to play Tanks for the Apocalypse from Tabletop Minions. And lots of different minis here to be used. There's also some bikes with bikers, gyrocopter, reminds me of the old series Mask, and there's other things you can do here as well. You can add these on, and there's additional parts that you can add to really add on to them. You can change out the wheels, add rams and engine parts. So even if you're not looking to build the miniature from scratch, maybe you're looking to modify a Hot Wheels car for like Gaslands or something, I feel like this would be a great bit there. So definitely worth checking out. And they show you here some of the examples of what they have printed out, and these are pretty cool if you like a Mad Max style sci-fi future. Dwarf Empire, of course, for the win too. Only 1 day left from White Angel. Pretty sure I've already backed it. I need to go back and double check it. But they are releasing more dwarves. Can you ever have enough dwarves? I don't think there's an answer to that. I think it's kind of like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? I don't think the world would ever know the answer to it. But I apologize. I'm scrolling very fast here because I'm just trying to get through some of this. And I just want to put up a quick video. And then I need to get back to working on the second March review video because we've only got a couple days left in March. And then I also wanted to go ahead and get an April preview up right before April gets here. And I need to go back to working on that. The Sanguine Heretics from Fleshcraft Studio is put out as well. So if you want to catch in on that, and you missed out on it, that is still available. You can get like the basic stuff. I think this is like the newer stuff for $10, or if you're playing catch up for about 60. You got about a week left of that. But the rest of these you'll notice are all pre-marketing here, and I really wanted to point out these here. So we have Fate's End, which we've started adding to the review videos. $38 for some Tankards, so definitely worth noting and taken care of. And you hit that get notified button. They'll send you an email when this comes out. And I always highly recommend that people go in and do these things, because as I'm going to show you here, a couple of these do this. Medieval Houses, I'm always a little hesitant about when I see artwork like this that's just artwork and not the actual print. But, let's check it out. I like the style. I do. I am a bit concerned that the spelling is different in two different places, but, things get lost in translation as we go from another language to English. This one, it took me a second. I was like, TAoS, the Age of Sigmar. But I think it's just TAoS is their name for this. But you get a free Goblin STL. And I guess that's the guy right there. You can see him right here. Definitely a different look to these. But sign up, get a free STL, even if you don't want to back the campaign. Again, Dragon Trappers Lodge / Dungeon Classics is doing a triple adventure mega pack, and the only way you can get these 2 ogres is to sign up ahead of time. It was just 1 ogre, now there's 2. They're multiplying, and definitely worth checking out when this launches. And I think we're still a week or 2 out from when it does launch, but Dungeon Classics, Dragon Trappers Lodge, to me, they're just really nice looking miniatures to look at. One Page Rules is coming back again with the Eternal Dynasty Unveiled. Again, if you sign up now, you'll get a couple of miniatures for free. So definitely worth checking out. Looks like we're going to be doing advanced aliens from the Kasari sector. Originally, they emerged from World Long Divided and Patched. So all new faction, 4 new heroes. Seem to have kind of a samurai look to them. Pretty exciting. Dungeon Blocks is coming back. I don't back everything that they do. I do back some of it. But these are swamps, and creepy swamps. So definitely worth backing. And if you are interested, if you do back, I think you'll get a little bit of a percentage off if you are interested in backing once it launches. Dungeon Blocks does some really amazing stuff. And definitely worth checking out. And then Zeo Genesis. I am not at Adepticon. I wish that I was, and I wish that that's why I could be like, hey, I can't do a video because I'm at Adepticon. But I've seen people talking about Zeo Genesis. This is probably the next big thing after Trench Crusade and is coming. They're actually doing a digital campaign here. And if you sign up now, you can get a free miniature now and go ahead and print it out and check it out. So definitely, again, worth checking this out and adding to your stuff here. Anyway, I just wanted to send up a really quick video and tell you about some cool frontiers that are coming. And even if you don't back any of these, and again, I don't get anything for any of this, go hit the get notified on all these screens and get notified for these and get the free minis and add it in and just keep it on your radar. And I hope that helps soon. I look forward to seeing you back very soon on my regular videos. I appreciate you allowing me the March was a crazy month. This has been a crazy month, and I'm hoping to get back into a more regular review and upload cycle. We'll see if that actually happens or not. Knowing me, I hate to make promises that I can't keep, but I do plan on trying to include get a little bit more into some normal things, and I'll see you soon.